Oh my golly gosh, Snapchat. Went to my mum and dad's tonight for dinner. I had way too many of these motherfuckers. I had shots. We did shots tonight. We did shots. We did bamboo wine. We did Pinot Grigio. God, we had a lot of alcohol. And let me tell you what, at the moment I'm feeling fantastic. I got the hip, I got the flexibility. The hips are moving. Tomorrow morning, I don't think they're gonna be moving.
Yeah,
There's a fish. There's fish. There's jumping fish.
Yeah.
Everywhere. More. Do it again. Ah! Yeah, this is jumping fish this morning. Have we seen jumping fish here?
No.
Why are they jumping? Say good morning, Snapchat.
Good morning, Snapchat. We gonna knock this now?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Look, I'm not as hungover as what I thought I would be last night because I was reasonably intoxicated. Still got the hips. By the way, we didn't drive the Jeep home last night because I'm a responsible drinker and I got an Uber. So we got, look at this, I haven't shown you. I got a chair now in the garage. Just show Snapchat the chair. Can you just chill out for a second? Look at this. So now I can come down and bloody well do some work down here. How's this? Yes. Let me in, woman. Let's go, I'm starving. Snapchat, good morning, what's going on? We're doing a little question of the day today. Question of the day is, how am I in such a good mood all the time? Here's the secret, right? When you're not in a good mood, don't Snapchat. Snapchat, YouTube, social media, all the stuff. You see a couple of minutes every day. You see a couple of minutes of my life every day. Same with all the other people you follow. You only see it this much. I'm most certainly not always in a good mood. When I'm hangry, go, Robin! Can I have you for a second? How often do you think I get hangry?
3 times a day.
3 times a day?
Yeah. In different degrees.
It's 9:30 a.m. at the moment. How many times have I been hangry today?
Once this morning, but I'm thinking you're in the orange zone at the moment.
Orange zone at the moment, yeah. Also, technology, that's one of the things that fucking gets me. How many times have you seen me smash a keyboard?
Oh. How many new keyboards?
If a bit of equipment and technology doesn't do what I want it to friggin' do when I want it to do it, or if I think faster than my computer, which sometimes I do and it can't keep up with me, I will smash it. I will absolutely fucking lose it. If you've ever seen it, it's very funny. If you're not me, it's very funny to watch. Let me give you a keyboard smashing tutorial. These are the Apple keyboards that are available. Let me just explain real quick. This is the older model. It's got this air gap under here. And when you lose your shit and you punch it, the whole thing bends in, it just folds. And the keys, sometimes the keys fly out, the keys end up over there. However, this is the new shape. And if you punch this, you will hurt yourself. It doesn't bend. It's a stronger design. And I want to share this because whenever you analyze someone and you use the words always or never, you have a lopsided perception of the person. No one person is always anything. And no one person is never anything. We have all the traits. Some of us express more and repress more, but they're there, all of them. All the 4,628 human traits are in every person. Depending on their values, their beliefs, and their habits, they'll express some and repress others. Take anger, for example. Everyone has anger. Everyone does an anger. Some people express it outwardly. Some people repress it inwardly. The people who do it inward, it bottles up. And if it's kept inside or if it's directed itself, it will manifest in some kind of ailment or disease of the body. Arthritis is a common one. Go and ask anyone with arthritis what's going on with the anger. What haven't they resolved? What happened to them in the past? Perhaps their childhood or their upbringing or a past relationship or their parents, mum or dad. Ask them, what are they angry about? There's an anger there that hasn't been broken through. Homework. You want to do this. Get the pen, get the paper, and you want to firstly resolve in your mind that everyone has every trait. If you think that there's some people out there who are just always happy, like 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, happy, la la, It's not true. It doesn't exist. Find one single person. You will not find. You're chasing a unicorn. I'm not just saying that because I'm a cynic and I'm skeptical and I'm a negative, miserable person. I'm saying that because that's the law of the land. That's the law of the universe. Sadness, and when we're down, and when we react to things and we do emotions, they're there to serve us. They help us. Furthermore, the sadness is what gives the happiness color. If you've never experienced sadness, you would never experience happiness. So to chase happiness and think you're always going to, chasing a unicorn. It's never going to happen. Remember what the Hermetics said 6,000 to 7,000 years ago. The swing to the left is the swing to the right. Happiness is one side of the emotional polarities of life. Sadness is the other side. If you want big swings into happiness, you've got to be willing to deal with big swings into sadness. The people who are the most centered and poised don't do massive, big, out-of-control swings. Here's the homework. Get the pen, get the paper. You do your emotion that you want to understand a bit more about, and then you do your reaction. The reaction that's currently your habit. Angry, smash a keyboard. Now, you specifically want to do this if you're judging your reaction. If you think, oh, why do I do this and why do I do that? Okay, firstly, do it in the middle so you can go up and down. Start by going down. This will neutralize your judgment about it a little bit. Think of going up as more enlightened, more empowered. Think of going down as more darkened and more disempowered, more dense. Let me give an example. Let's go down. What's a more disempowering reaction than just smashing a keyboard? One, I would put internalizing it. Internalizing it into your body and getting angry with yourself, and then comparing yourself to others and beating yourself up even more because you have a misguided perception of them and you think that they never get angry, even though they do. They just express it in a different way to you. Internalizing it's more disempowering. I might put drinking and drugs. Some people resort to this. When they get angry, they do a sobriety escape and they do drinking and taking drugs. You might put here bashing your girlfriend. Some people, when they do an anger, that's how they deal with it. That's how they've learned to cope with it, and that's become potentially a habit for them. That's probably a little bit more disempowering than smacking up your keyboard and having a laugh. But there's more empowering reactions. There's more enlightened responses than resorting to this kind of shit. Because even that is relatively animalistic compared to someone who's very, very, very enlightened. For example, I put breathe and meditate. That's probably a more empowering reaction than doing this. If you just breathe it through, you go and sit down for 15 minutes and just meditate for a bit, you'll be fine. I put here, do a DeMartini method. When I'm particularly angry about something and it's recurring, this is kind of fun for me. This is a little bit of a joke. But if it's something that's really pressing my buttons, I do this. I got, on the way to Carson Coffee yesterday, I got pulled over by a cop. And it was still this morning pressing my buttons a little bit. So I did a breakthrough. We're cool now. So take the time to do this. Particularly, like I said, if you're judging your reaction to an emotion, which, by the way, everyone has it, it's your reaction that you could be judging. Go down first. That way you have and do this exhaustively. This was quick for the sake of the lesson. Do an exhaustive list and prioritize it and say, look, this could be way more disempowering than what the fuck I'm doing now. And then you start to judge yourself less and beat yourself up less and just know that people are doing this because they haven't gone on to more productive habits. They haven't developed yet. And look, also realize that there's better ways. And then also go up and do this exhaustively and put maybe 10 steps that are more empowering than smashing a keyboard. Do 10 steps, and these will form the basis of your viable alternatives. Actually getting a pen and pad and taking the time to write out the more empowering alternatives is the first step to change. Then you have to ask yourself, what are the benefits of me smashing keyboards? Why is it that I have a neural pathway in my brain that automatically when I feel this emotion, it triggers, sort of without me deliberately thinking about it? I just default to that. Ask yourself, go into your history. Maybe as a kid, when did I do this? I know for me, in 1999, I was in grade 5 and I had a tennis racket and I used to play tennis at primary school. And when I used to lose, I used to smash my racket. And the girl that I like saw that once or twice or 3 times and she sort of laughed and smiled, and that was a way for me as a young kid to get some attention and to express my power. So you want to go into your past and find out where you started doing that. Why did you start doing that? It served you for some reason, otherwise you wouldn't have done that. Everything that you do serves you. And by doing this, you have more gratitude for yourself. And it gives you more self-awareness, which promotes you to a level of consciousness that actually allows you to do a change, a sustainable change. If you don't love what you do, you can't change it. Because you'll be beating yourself up, pushing yourself down and saying, I'm doing this bloody reaction, I don't know why I'm doing it, because you're not looking. I don't know why I'm doing it, and I'm comparing myself to this person who never does it. Not true. And you chase your tail and you lower your self-worth and you think that you've got problems when you don't. Everything that you do serves you. Do this exercise. Do this exercise. And remember, it's not about getting rid of traits or getting rid of emotional reactions. We're human, we're designed to do it. Everyone does it. It's about joking with it. It's about developing the awareness to step outside the emotion and observe from a neutral standpoint. To observe and say, I'm doing an emotion right now. How do I choose to deal with it? And when you do, life will take on more beauty. When Robin and I have a Barney Rubble, or one of us blows up, or if I blow up, it's fucking funny. And we get over it very, very quick, and we laugh about it. If you enjoyed today's main lesson, please let me know. I really appreciate it.